Welcome back to Business Time. I am Melisha. Remember now, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so. And also, like and share. Now, today we are going to be talking about accounting concepts and conventions. Accounting concepts are rules and principles that must be followed when recording business transactions and preparing financial statements. This will ensure that everyone is doing the same thing. Now, we are going to be looking at 4 types of accounting concepts. We're going to be looking at the accrual and matching concept, the consistency concept, the prudence or conservatism concept, and the separate entity concept. Let's now look at the accrual and matching concept. In this concept, it is important that expenses and revenues are recorded in the accounting period that the transactions took place. So if the transaction, whether you bought something, you sold something, if it took place in 2022, it must be recorded in the year 2022 that it took place. This should be done even if payment is not received or made. So whether the business bought something and they have not yet paid for it, the transaction should still be recorded. Even if the business sold something and it is still not paid for by the customer, the transaction must still be recorded. When this is done, it is to ensure that expenses incurred in the current period are recorded along with the income generated in that same period. This concept indicates that businesses will have expenses in order to earn revenue. So now let's look at the prudence or the conservatism concept. Now, when preparing financial statements, great care must be taken to present accurate information. This ensures that the correct information is always given. Assets and income are not to be overstated, and expenses and liabilities are not to be understated, whether the amount is known or is an estimation. Let's now look at the consistency concept. This states that any principle or method the business used to record specific items should be used in the future for similar items. The same methods and principles should always be used, and this is to prevent confusion or things not being easily understood. So when you use the same method and everybody knows this method and is aware of this method, then there will be no confusion. So the business needs to be consistent when it is recording business transactions and completing the various financial statements, everything. The same method must be used. If you're going to change a method or anything like that, then you can't just be using the new method and the old method at the same time. You have to now continue to use that new method. So there should be consistency in the methods that are being used to record specific items. The next concept is the separate entity concept. Now, this states that only the transactions relating to the business must be recorded in the books of the business and does not include activities relating to the owner or the owners. So only business transactions, only transactions relating to the business must be recorded in the books of the business. Okay? All right, now that is it for the accounting concepts and conventions. Hope you learned something. See you next time.